In the pantheon of Greek gods, love, betrayal, and revenge often intertwine in the most dramatic ways. Among these divine tales is the story of Hephaestus's cunning revenge, an act that brought laughter to the gods but deep humiliation to the goddess of love, Aphrodite, and the god of war, Ares. Today, we'll explore the tale of Hephaestus's revenge, the infamous trap that caught two of Olympus's most powerful deities in a web of their own deceit. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, was known for her irresistible allure. Though she was married to Hephaestus, the god of fire and craftsmanship, her heart had always wandered. Her lover was none other than Ares, the god of war, a powerful and passionate deity whose fiery nature matched Aphrodite's own desires. Together, they formed a secret relationship, deceiving Hephaestus and indulging in their forbidden love. While Hephaestus was often consumed with his work, crafting magnificent weapons and armor for the gods, he was not blind to his wife's infidelity. Rumors reached his ears, whispers of Aphrodite's secret meetings with Ares. At first, Hephaestus tried to ignore them, focusing on his craft. But as time passed, the betrayal became too obvious to overlook. When the truth could no longer be denied, Hephaestus felt a deep fury unlike anything he had known before. His love for Aphrodite was strong, but so was his sense of justice. He was not a god of war like Ares, nor a manipulator of emotions like Aphrodite. But Hephaestus had his own kind of power, the power of creation and invention. And so, he hatched a plan, one that would expose his unfaithful wife and her lover to the ridicule of the entire pantheon. Hephaestus's mind went to work, and soon he conceived a trap, a masterpiece of ingenuity. Using his unparalleled skills as a blacksmith, Hephaestus forged a net of gold so fine that it was invisible to the eye, yet so strong that not even the mightiest of gods could break free from it. It was a trap that only a master craftsman could create, and it would soon ensnare the goddess of love and the god of war. With his trap complete, Hephaestus waited. He set the net over the bed in Aphrodite's chamber, knowing that sooner or later, his wife and her lover would return. The plan was in motion, and all that was left was to wait for them to fall into his carefully laid snare. Not long after, Ares and Aphrodite returned to the chamber, thinking they were safe from discovery. But as they lay together, Hephaestus's trap sprang into action. The golden net, invisible and impossible to break, ensnared the lovers, trapping them in a humiliating embrace. No matter how hard they struggled, the net held them fast, and they were left helpless, caught in their own deceit. Hephaestus entered the room to find his trap had worked perfectly. There, caught in the golden net, were Aphrodite and Ares, exposed in their act of betrayal. Hephaestus could have exacted his revenge in many ways, but he had something even more humiliating in mind for them. Instead of punishing them in private, Hephaestus decided to display their shame to the entire pantheon. Hephaestus summoned the gods of Olympus to witness the spectacle. One by one, the gods arrived: Zeus, Hera, Apollo, Athena, and others, each shocked and amused by the sight before them. Aphrodite and Ares, the beautiful goddess of love and the fierce god of war, were now reduced to objects of ridicule. Their shame was laid bare for all to see. The gods couldn't contain their laughter. Even mighty Zeus, father of both Ares and Hephaestus, chuckled at the absurdity of the situation. For once, the god of war was rendered powerless, and the goddess of love was stripped of her allure. The tables had turned, and Hephaestus's revenge was complete. But even as the gods laughed, there was a deeper undercurrent to Hephaestus's actions. His trap was not just an act of revenge, it was a reflection of his own pain. Hephaestus had always been the outsider among the gods, mocked for his deformity and overshadowed by the likes of Ares. His marriage to Aphrodite had been his chance for love and acceptance, but her betrayal cut deeply. By trapping her and Ares, Hephaestus had asserted his power, but it came at a cost to his heart. After the laughter died down, it was Zeus who stepped forward to mediate. Though he found the situation amusing, he knew it could not go on forever. Hephaestus was ordered to release the trapped lovers, and in return, Zeus promised compensation for the insult Hephaestus had suffered. Some versions of the myth say that Hephaestus demanded the return of Aphrodite to his home, while others suggest he was offered a different reward for his cleverness. Reluctantly, Hephaestus released the net, freeing Ares and Aphrodite. The lovers fled in shame, their dignity in tatters, and though they would eventually return to their divine roles, the humiliation they had suffered would never be forgotten. Hephaestus had shown that even the god of war and the goddess of love were not above the consequences of their actions. Though Hephaestus's plan had succeeded, and though the gods had laughed at the spectacle, there was no true victory in revenge. The pain of Aphrodite's betrayal remained, and Hephaestus returned to his forge, alone once more. His trap had brought him a moment of satisfaction, but it could not heal the wound left by his wife's infidelity. A final shot of Hephaestus hammering away in his forge. The fire blazes as sparks fly, symbolizing his internal turmoil. Hephaestus's story is one of pain, betrayal, and vengeance. Though he was a god capable of incredible craftsmanship, his heart was just as vulnerable as any mortal's. The betrayal of Aphrodite left him scarred, and though his revenge humiliated those who wronged him, it did little to ease the sorrow within. Yet, Hephaestus's legacy remains. He is not just the god of the forge, but a reminder that even in the realm of the gods, love and pain are inseparable. The myth of Hephaestus's revenge is a powerful reminder of the complexities of love, power, and justice in ancient mythology. As we reflect on the gods' actions, we can see pieces of our own emotions: anger, jealousy, and the need for vindication. But, like Hephaestus, we also learn that revenge can never fully mend a broken heart. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed exploring this myth with us, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary tales from the ancient world.